Um, Hello, I'm
All
Doug
right, all right.
Greathouse with Sales Site, and this is the Entrepreneur Journey. And we're here with Ashton Tate, founder of Glory to Glory Fitness. How are you today, Ashton?
What's up, brother? I'm doing good. Doing
Awesome.
good.
First of all, just let us know a little bit about you and your business.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm Ashton Tate. I'm 25 and I owned a health company where business leaders outsource their health. So we teach them how to structure their health, structure their day to be energy rich instead of energy poor so that they can, do everything that they're called to do in life and business, not just have health goals, but be able to reach their life and business and family goals and all that stuff as well. So yeah,
Awesome, awesome. So I have some rapid fire questions just to get to know you a little bit. What's your favorite
hit me.
sport?
Oh, I've gotten into golf recently. I don't know if I would
Yeah.
call it a sport, but I've really been liking the game of golf. It's been really fun. I like pound things, and I'm very like I got to get stuff done. So it's good for me to finesse stuff. So I've been liking golf. Golf. I played baseball and football in high school as well. So I love those two as well. So
I love golf as well, but it's more like just hitting it out of the woods for me all the time. So,
yeah, I know.
but
Yep.
so what's your favorite exercise?
Probably the squat. I love
Really?
squats.
That's
Got to get
probably
those
not
legs, man.
that's not a lot of people's favorites, I'm sure. So,
Well, it's not necessarily my favorite to do. It's
mhm.
more the one that I know is the most beneficial, to, like if I could only do like one exercise, like that would probably be one of the top that I would do just because of how many calories it burns, how many muscles it works, how big the muscles are, building a foundation in your core and in your legs. So that's more it. They suck, but they're worth it. So
Nice, nice. And what is the book or course or anything that you've gone through that has impacted your life the most?
oh man. Um Probably the Bible. I know it sounds kind
Well,
of
no,
cliche.
no, that's the best book.
Yeah, I
There's
mean,
not a better
yeah,
book.
it sounds cliche, but everything that I do in business and life, it's all rooted in there. So I have standards and principles, and so it's been just amazing. So yeah.
It's the best guidebook out there. So,
hmm
if you could have an hour conversation with anyone, who would it be?
Oh man.
Let's just take Jesus out because that's kind of a default.
I got conversations with him every day. No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah. So
Oh man. Shoot. Past or present?
yeah,
Man. Man, there's so many different ways I'd go because I love like music and I love sports, but I also love business. And so I'm like, man, I'd have to really ponder that for a while and get probably you.
right, right.
Yeah,
Well, we're having a
exactly.
30-minute conversation now, or probably not even that long. But
We're halfway there.
Michael Jordan would be for me one of the people that I want to talk to because he's done
Yeah,
both sports and business. So
yeah, yeah. And on that golf topic too, I've been watching a lot of stuff on Tiger Woods. I know he's not perfect, but he's brilliant as far as his game and business. And he's one of the like the richest athletes in the world just from it's just so I think it would be cool to have a conversation with him and just pick his brain on life, on the mistakes he's made, on how he's able to come back and his mental game and just play around a golf. I think that'd be just
yeah,
so
that'd be
fun.
awesome. Uh,
I feel like an idiot, but
not, not necessarily that we're going to get our talk to them about character because nobody's perfect, but I don't know if we'll get the character direction from some of these athletes, but definitely business and goal setting and that sort of stuff.
yeah.
So, why do you do what you do?
Yeah. It, this answer is probably gonna take you back a little bit, but I hate the health industry in a lot of ways. I used to be very overweight myself, and I struggled with that and food addiction and that stuff for a long time. And I hated the complicity of it. Everybody wants to make money off of you. There's, why is it that we have more supplement brands, trainers, coaches, health companies, XYZ than we ever have had in history, but we are less healthy and more unhealthy than we've ever been as as the world and especially in the US. And so I hate the way that the health industry operates. So I really want to redefine the health industry and bring biblical principles back into it so that people can live and get their body out of the way of what God's called them to do in their day-to-day life. So,
Wow, nice. And what has been the biggest challenge for you so far on your entrepreneur journey?
yeah, I think, man, entrepreneurship is not easy. It is not. It's the most rewarding and it's the most fun and it's adventurous and it's and it's what I'm graced for and it's what I'm called to do. But it is not easy. And I think just the day to day, day in and day out, being consistent, and not letting it's when you take the risks and when you take steps that you don't fully know how they're going to turn out that it's like, oh, is this the right thing? Because I used to keep things very safe and very I had control over everything. And, I was somewhat successful and I would do, helping people. But it's not until you really take those steps out, with what you're called to do that you're really able to make the difference. But a lot of that comes with a lot of resistance. So I've learned that where the resistance is, like, that's actually a good sign that you're progressing and moving forward. So I think that's been tough, especially in the season of COVID and pivoting and all that stuff. So.
Yeah. On my board, nobody can see it, but it says, "Today I will do what others will not, so tomorrow I can do what they cannot." So,
Yep.
so
Exactly.
that's entrepreneurship.
Yep.
So, if you could do one thing differently when you started your business, what would that be?
Man, there hasn't been a whole lot of regrets, just because I've gotten a lot of really good counsel. I think I probably would have. I started the business while I was in college, just kind of on the side, just because people started asking for help. I probably would have gotten help a lot earlier, like gotten some business coaching and some processes instead of just trying to figure it out. I got counsel and I kind of would ask people that I knew and things like that, but really like investing into myself and into the business for where I wanted to go. I probably would have done that a little bit sooner, just to accelerate and really have those frameworks to walk through of things that I didn't know yet. So.
Awesome. And what's the best business advice you've ever received? I think I saw
Recently.
that you talked about.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. What was in the video?
The one of your clients, I think he was was he a construction?
Yeah. He owns a contracting business. Yeah, I can't remember what. I know exactly what video you're talking about. I can't remember what but recently something that's been kind of sticking out is like just building your business on your terms. If you don't want to have to be up until 8:00 at night doing stuff with the client, then don't be. Like, build, like, set your standards, set your terms, bust it and work hard, but build it on your terms and what you're graced for and what your strengths are, and go from there and have some of those parameters, have some of those set in place so that you're not burning yourself out and doing things that you don't want to do. Like, now sometimes you have to make sacrifices short term for sure, but especially long term, just having some of those standards set. I think that's been something I've really been working on lately. So.
Awesome. Now let's talk about some things that you're an expert in. What would you say the primary thing most people get wrong when it comes to health and fitness?
Doing it for the wrong reasons. A lot of people, they only set health goals. So, I just need to lose weight. Why do you need to lose weight? Do you want to just lose weight just to lose weight, or just be healthy just to be healthy, or work out just to work out? Like, why do you want to do that in the first place? And so being able to anchor their health to something deeper, whether it's family or kids or grandkids, or having the impact, or not having to have health conditions in the future, or all these things that are deeper than just losing weight. It's like, because then that what ends up happening, the reason why people get in so many cycles is I want to lose weight. Oh, but then this happens, and then but then this happens. But if there's something that's deeper than all those things, then they're able to anchor their health to something deeper and sustain it, long term. So really defining your why, and your why has to be long term and not just short term. There can be a short term aspect, and then it also has to be about something bigger than you. So your family, your business, serving and impacting people, all that stuff, because that's the number one reason why we want to steward our bodies. So.
Yeah, kind of like the same thing with entrepreneurship. You've got to have a big why.
Yep.
Tell us one of your favorite client success stories.
Oh, geez. Man, which one? uh, I guess recently the one that's on my mind. This is he's actually still a client right now. We started in like late November. Pretty much we started we started like the week after Thanksgiving this year. And it is January right now, if just in case someone's watching this later. But we started partnering together, him and his wife, and he's actually lost like even over the holidays and over December, he's actually lost over 30 pounds, which he had a lot of weight to use. So don't fully expect that for every single person, but he's been having to punch. He told me the other day that he's having to punch holes in his belt because they don't even fit anymore. And so just little stuff like that. It's just always fun to hear those wins. So that's one recently that's kind of on my mind. That's kind of going on right now. So yeah.
Awesome. So someone that wants to do something about their health and fitness, what would you advise for them for a first step?
Yeah. I'd say get help. And I know that sounds like, oh, get help from me. Like whether it's me or someone that you know in your family or a spouse or whatever it looks like, don't try to go in alone and try to wing it, because there's a lot of information out there that isn't necessarily good for you. Because there's information, we're swimming in a sea of information. We can go and look up something, but just because it was good for Sally or good for Joe doesn't necessarily mean it's good for you. So I would say get someone in your corner, whether and I would really say to get someone that you're investing with, because the Bible says that where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. So a lot of people say that health is their priority, but they don't put any time, they don't put any effort, they don't put any money into it. And so if you're putting that investment into it, however much that is for you and for what you can do, that is what's going to bring you, the return, on your investment in that. So I'd say get help, get someone in your corner that is, that knows what you're going through, cares about you, has your highest good at heart, and partner with them and do everything that they tell you to do faithfully.
And I will say, if you do want to have a chat with Ashton, I'm going to put his link in the comments below. So if you want to reach out to Ashton and help him get his help guiding your health, the link will be in the comments below. So marketing questions. Since we are a marketing agency, I wanted to ask you a few questions about your marketing. What marketing have you done in the past that either failed or was not as successful as you wanted it to be?
Oh, yikes. I did the first marketing thing I ever did was right after, I think it was actually while I was in college, and someone referred me to this branding place to do some ads, and they did a couple ads, and I wasn't like involved in it at all. Like I sent them a couple pictures and they just, all of a sudden it was just over. And I was like, wait, we're done. Like I spent all that and that's all that happened. Like nothing. I mean, I got a little bit of stuff out of it, but it didn't really work. And so I would say that was pretty frustrating. And that's when I was more brand new to business and stuff too. But that was rough.
This is not on my questions list, but kind of a follow-up with that. Do you feel like they didn't consult with you much in going into your goals or anything in going into it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they didn't really do that. And the other thing too is like they didn't keep me up to date ongoingly too. Like so it was like I had a meeting with them and then we started the thing a couple weeks later and then it just kind of ran. And I wasn't able to give feedback or wasn't able to communicate, and then all of a sudden it was done. And at that point I had been training someone who was like a graphic designer and was doing like helping me with some of my organic like social media stuff. And so she kind of helped with some of the logos, and she was actually really mad at them because she was like, this is ridiculous. This shouldn't all of a sudden be over. Like we didn't even get any. So she was more mad than I was too. Even I think I spent like $1,000 with them. So it wasn't like a ton of money, but it just wasn't a good use of time and effort. So.
Now the flip side of that, what has been the most successful for you as far as marketing?
Yeah. Well, I mean, right now, getting the help that you need from people who have been there and done that, people who understand where you're at and have a process and framework. So I think some people just get very general, but if, having someone that has the frameworks, has the testimonials of being able to take you from where you're at to partner with you specifically to kind of get you to where you want to be. I mean, in the same way with health, like a lot of people, I've talked to people before on social media, and they're like, yeah, I want to help people with their health and just sell this supplement to them. And they're like really unhealthy themselves. And I'm like, why would anybody go to you? You know, like,
Right.
not that everyone's perfect or anything like that, but, and so it's the same thing with marketing, you know, there's a lot of people in marketing that, you know, for themselves, like, they don't even know how to do stuff for themselves. So why would I think that they can, you know, that's one thing that I look out for, you know, as well. Not that every single marketing agency or person needs to be super loaded or anything like that, but I think having the frameworks, having the testimonials, having the processes to get them there. And that's what I've done, of, you know, getting a coaching program and getting mentors and a community around me that has helped me grow, not just in the practical things with marketing, but in how I think about it and how um, I'm able to be consistent in it and in my productivity and things like that. So yeah, I think that's just getting help and getting it from someone who knows what they're talking about, that can prove it to you and that you trust.
Awesome. And my last question, where do you see your marketing going? Like, do you have a specific channel that you want to jump into that's on the horizon, or anything as far as marketing that you see going forward?
Yeah, I mean, right now I haven't done any like paid ads or anything, so everything is just organic and honestly a lot of referrals and word of mouth stuff. And so continuing, you know, rolling out some paid stuff on probably Facebook and Instagram. I think YouTube is pretty interesting too. I don't know a whole lot about it, and I don't know a ton about like the ads and like marketing part of it, but I think YouTube would be pretty cool, especially for the health space and being able to get in front of some of those people. And I've definitely clicked on YouTube ads before, so it's gotta work.
One thing I can say from my experience with YouTube is it's a lot more lenient to the health industry. Like Facebook, once anytime you say anything about lose weight, as far as paid ads, they're all over your case.
Yeah,
It's a little bit more lenient on YouTube, so it is a little friendlier to the fitness community. So
yeah,
yeah. I want to say thank you, Ashton, for being here today. And once again, if you want to reach out to Ashton and to maximize your health and fitness, then click on the link below. And once again, thanks again.
yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, I hope that link helps. That's basically the link that I sent you is basically just a free training that I did for some of my clients that I wanted to make available, that fixes some of the 5 top mistakes I see people making, so that you can get those out of the way and kind of get some stuff started. So that's what that is. So yeah, hope it helps your listeners.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Yeah, absolutely, brother. Talk soon.
Bye.